Thank you to Jed North Yoga for sponsoring this video. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to your 30 days of morning yoga. I'm Jacqui, and it's day 25 with some stretches for your hips and your back. So come on down to your mat and lie all the way onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug to start off this morning. You can close down your eyes. Find your breath. Feel yourself grounded into the earth. And taking your knees wide, soles of the feet up to the sky, hold on to the outside edges of both feet, and with the weight of the arms, slowly draw the knees into your armpits. Try not to curl your tailbone up, but keep pressing it down to your mat so you find a nice straight spine. You can stay here in stillness, or you can rock from side to side. Feel the stretch in your hips and in your inner thighs. And then releasing your feet. Hold on to the backs of your knees and just give yourself a little rock all the way up to a seat. Coming into butterfly pose, sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones, bring the soles of the feet together and then allow the knees to drop down to either side. If you have some blocks or a couple of cushions, you can place them underneath the knees just to give you a little extra support. From here, grab onto your feet and open them up like a book. Big breath in, sit up nice and tall. Breath out, tuck your chin to your chest, and from the crown of your head, reach it down towards your big toes, curling through your spine. Relax the elbows into your hip crease. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Feeling this roundedness of the spine, breathing into the back of your heart. Feeling it expand and soften. On the next breath, press into your feet and slowly rise back up with your body. Sitting up nice and tall, and then this time breathing out, coming forward with a straight spine. You can keep your hands on your feet or you can walk the hands forward. A couple of breaths here in this variation. And then slowly coming back up. Use your hands underneath both knees and just help them come together and resting here. Bringing your forehead down to your knees. On the next breath, coming back up, you can move your props over to one side. Coming into a figure 4 position. Take your right ankle and cross it on top of your left thigh, and then walk your hands back. Find a nice straight spine. Maybe this is enough for you. Stay there. If you want to go deeper, you just walk your body and your legs a little bit closer. But keep this right foot flexed, and just with the muscles in your hip, in your right hip, pressing the right knee away from you as you bring your body closer, and feeling the stretch into the outer right hip. On the next breath, walk your hands back and release, and do the other side. Left ankle crosses on top of the right, flexing the foot, staying here or walking yourself in a little bit closer. Keeping the left foot flexed, pressing this left knee away from your body. Nice deep breaths here. And then slowly release. taking that leg off. Coming into half butterfly, taking the left leg out to the side and the right foot in. Doesn't matter how wide or narrow this is. Left hand goes over this left leg. Breathe and reach the right arm over top and then slide the left hand down your leg. You can rest the elbow down on your leg if that feels comfortable. You can also bring your hand on the inside or the outside of the leg, depending on what feels the best for you. The upper right arm, if it feels a bit tiring to hold it up, you can bend the hand behind your head, but try to keep opening the elbow and the shoulder up. On the next breath, coming back up and swapping sides. Left leg comes in, right leg goes out. Right hand over the right leg. Breathe in, sweep the left arm over all the way to the right side. Trying to keep this left side, the knee and the hip grounded. And then bending the arm if you wish. Opening up the shoulder, elbow, and chest. And on the next breath, release, coming all the way up and onto all fours. Taking a few rounds of cat and cow just in your own time. Breathing in to drop the belly, tilt the tailbone high, opening your chest. Breathing out, rounding through your spine and pressing your shoulder blades up to the sky. Really exaggerate this movement as much as you can to feel the full benefits of this stretch. Moving with your breath. One last time. Breathe in, opening the chest, tilting tailbone up, and breathing out, rounding through the spine. On the next breath, come back to your neutral spine. Take the right leg out behind you, making sure the toes and the hip bone are pointing down to the mat and not to the side. Left arm extends up to the top of the mat. And find a nice strong back here. Pressing the back side flat and up to the sky. One more breath here, just holding, and then breathing out lower down. On the next breath, left leg goes out to the back, flexing the toes, pointing them down to the mat, and the right arm extends to the top of your mat. Nice and strong, lifting up through your core, keeping your neck in line with the rest of your spine. And then breathing out, hands come back down on the mat. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up for downward facing dog. Walk out your feet. Find your breath and your center here. And then looking towards your hands, walking your feet all the way up to your hands. Bring the feet hip width distance apart and take a ragdoll, holding on to opposite elbows, really allowing the upper body to sink down towards the mat, releasing any tension and any clenching that may be going on. Knees are nice and soft. Lower back is releasing. And then taking your left hand into the center, just underneath your head. Breathe in. Reach the right arm up to the sky for a twist. You can also do this on your block if it makes it easier for you. Knees are nice and soft. Try to open up this right shoulder as much as you can and stack this right arm on top of your left. On the next breath, right hand comes down. Breathe in, left arm goes up. Opening through this left side. Nice and soft with your knees. And then breathing out. Hands come down to the mat. You can move your block to the side. Walk the feet a little bit wider than your hips. And then sitting all the way down into your yogi squat. Hands come to your heart center, elbows on the inside of your knees. If you find that your heels are a little bit lifted, that's totally fine. You can roll your mat up And rest your heels on the mat just to give them a little extra support. And if you do have a block or a big cushion, you can also choose to sit on that as well to make it a more supportive pose. So your choice, whichever variation you'd like to take. Roll the shoulders back, lift up nice and tall. Breathing deep into your chest. And releasing nice and slow. Just one more breath here. And out. And then coming back to lying on your back, just making your way there any way that's the easiest for you. Bringing the knees into your chest and then taking them over to the left side of your mat, arms open wide, into a cactus, 90 degrees on either side, palms facing up, close down your eyes here. Allow one knee to sink on top of the other and then into the ground. Relaxing all the muscles in your body. And on the next breath, coming back to the center. And bringing the knees over to the right side of your mat. Arms open wide into cactus. Allowing the knees to soften and feel heavy. Sinking them down towards the earth. And then coming back to the center, give yourself one last big hug to end your practice today. And then extend your legs out long onto the mat. Arms to either side, palms facing up. Micro tuck of your chin and close down your eyes. Taking just a couple of final breaths here. Each breath softening you down into the mat even more. Stay here as long as you would like. I will see you back here on the mat tomorrow. Namaste.